The Nazi Conspiracy is out by one of our favorite authors, New York Times best-selling author time and time again. You've seen him on the History Channel with his shows, and he is going to join us in just a minute. But it is about a conspiracy to kill Churchill, Stalin, and our president at the time, Roosevelt. There he is. Brad, what a journey you've been on, and I feel like we interviewed you when it all began. I feel like I knew you then.
I remember I think you were on my very truly first satellite tour we ever did.
My gosh, what a journey you have been on. What an honor to witness it and to really capture what you're doing so well. And with that said, tell us about your latest project.
Sure, it's called The Nazi Conspiracy, the secret plan to kill Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin at the height of World War II. And this is the moment where the big three, where FDR and Stalin and Churchill get to meet for the first time face to face. They get together to discuss the most important things, Normandy, and how they're going to beat the Nazis and how they're going to win the war. This meeting must take place. Millions of lives are at stake. It's taking place in Tehran, Iran, of all places, because that's where Stalin says he wants it to be. And as Winston Churchill and FDR come to town, everyone wants to see the president's motorcade. And FDR is in this, motorcade. Everyone's waving and craning their necks. But what no one knows is that's not really FDR in the motorcade. It's actually a Secret Service decoy. The real FDR is across town, ducked down in the back of a beat-up sedan. He's hiding because they're worried that there's a Nazi assassin out to kill him. And I just ruined chapter 1 of the Nazi Conspiracy, but it's a true story. It really happened. And that's chapter 1 of the book.
Incredible, and I'm leaning in, Brad. Your work speaks for itself, your curiosity, but how does this plot and this story that you unfold here relate to today?
Yeah, for me, obviously it's titillating for me to come on and say, hey, there's a secret plot to kill FDR and Churchill and Stalin. But that's not what the book's about. When we really say, what's the book about? Here we are in Charlottesville or Kanye West. We're still fighting anti-Semitism. We're still fighting Nazis today in 2023. And we saw in the book that in World War II, we think, oh, we can't, that never happens in America. But in World War II, there was a Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden. 20,000 Nazis in New York City cheering with a big banner of George Washington surrounded by swastikas. And the first speaker of the rally says that if George Washington were alive today, he'd be friends with Adolf Hitler. And my God, when I hear those stories, you realize World War II is not that long ago. And if you keep, standing by and doing nothing, we want to blame the Holocaust on Adolf Hitler, but there were all these government bureaucrats, all these people who all went along with it. They did nothing. And to me, the Nazi Conspiracy, yes, it's there to entertain you and the person who loves history in your life, but it's also there to warn you that if you don't use your voice and stand up against injustice, then history starts to repeat itself.
Well, Brad, thank you for using your amazing voice and being an inspiration to all of us. But as we begin to wrap up, what gives you hope that history does not repeat itself?
What gives me hope is how many people do speak out. We see today, there's lots of people saying those people are the cause of your problems. It's those people. And that's a code. Right? In World War II was the Jewish people, and then in the Civil Rights Movement, it was the Black community, the gay community, the immigrant community, pick your community. But there are so many people who are also saying, no. To me, the American dream is not about making money. It's also about when you see someone being bullied and someone who's weaker or someone who needs help, standing up and using your voice and saying, enough, never again. And that gives me hope because I see it all the time as well.
Well, thank you for standing up tall, Brad, and using your voice. The way you do it makes a difference. We appreciate you, and congratulations, brother.
Thank you, Conn. I really appreciate it.